Heading to pick up the asset. En route to pick up the asset. Picking up asset.
Hey, mate. You're a bit far from your herd. Okay, so I guess there's compies in this enclosure now. Oh boy. Okay. Is there any other dinosaurs that's released? We need a vet to check that Struthiomimus out. Okay. I mean, other than the raptors, this has actually been pretty tamed. In fact, no one died, so... Okay, compies. Right, it's not done just yet. Just tranquilize the para, tranquilize the compy. Fence is fixed up, right? Yep, okay, fences are all fixed up. We'll just send them back to their respected enclosures and be on our way. Oh, Lord. Why are keeping compies weirdly complexed? Do you say, like, does this game expect me to, like, make an enclosure with the compies alone? Combination preference, dislikes and dominance in Indoraptor. Likes everything except the hybrids. And you know, anything else that would eat it. Okay, there's a little Compsognathus over here. We currently have no stars! Alright, so... Alright. But at the same time, people should not be panicking over this compy because it's a compy. But anyways, then, well, I guess you'll just tranquilize this compy then. We'll bring him back. Okay. Sweet. Actually, what I will do quickly is that over here, I'll let you fix that up. But I will also capture team. You gotta keep watching this plot, alright? In case the T-Rex, you know, goes mad. Actually, I wonder if I had a ranger post and I put that up, and I set up the helicopters. Does that mean whenever there's a dinosaur in that facility and the helicopter goes to check it out, they automatically tranquilize the dinosaur? I don't know. I guess I'll find out. If I suddenly randomly see the T-Rex just being tranquilized and is still kept in the enclosure for no reason, then, you know, I'll do something about that. But in the meantime... Okay, we seem to have everything under control.
Asset transportation underway.
Relatively under control.
Transportation underway. Asset to be collected.
Sweet. Okay, we got everything in control. That guy's injured for some reason. Now there's a disease. Oh my god. Alright. Well, it's fine. Everything's fine. Because we're gonna get them. Oh man. God damn it. You know what? I'll just sell this compy.
Collected.
Hell to it. I got too many compies in there anyway, and I think they scare the Triceratopses for some reason. But whatever. So, disease E. coli.
Asset transit.
That's a disease I need to research, isn't it? Yep. Oh, I already have E. coli. Okay, we'll just bloody fix them up then. You know what I wish I could do? I wish I could have more than one MVU unit. That is so weird how I'm only limited to one. Especially when you look at the tracks and there's clearly two. Like, you can clearly have like more than one, right? Advanced training improves accuracy. Nope. Increase number of tasks. Each vehicle. Nope. Adds an additional mobile unit to the building. That's an upgrade I need to get? What? Sure, okay. Okay, well, anyways, now that everything's finally calmed down, we can focus on getting our Ceolophysis, which can be right now, in fact. So what I am going to do is I'm going to just be a bit more precautious. Have some operations set up, ready to go. Oh, that is perfect. That's a perfect spot. Hell yeah. And the good thing about this spot is that this spot can also check on the raptors and the pachyrhinosaurus as well. So it's good to have those guys around. Excuse me. There we go. Perfectly aligned. Look at that. So that's like the most professional building I've ever made. Which is sad, honestly, but whatever. Operations, paleomedical. Yeah, we gotta get those medics up as well. Can I just fit it? Oh, I can. Yeah! Thank you! Right when I built this thing as well. Is that like something that happens every month or something? It's like, look at your progress or something. It's so weird. Why is it a thing? It's only fitting that I put the gate there. You know, make it easier. Especially since the cars are not facing that direction. Oh, but actually what I can do, this is perfect. Boom. And boom. I am going to need to remove some trees here though, so let me just quickly do that. Only a little bit. Hell yeah. In fact, can we actually... Probably not, but can we fit a viewing gallery? Nah. Don't you dare tell me that Compy somehow did that. You mean to tell me a Compsognathus somehow made a dent into the fence? You're pulling a leg. Hold on, let's have a look at this. Let's run into the fence. Nah, it was just hopping around gleefully. Alright. In fact, actually, yeah, I gotta get rid of these compies, actually, yeah. Is it just me, or dare I say, is it even more task consuming to do everything in this game than it was in the other game? You gotta get the vets up and check on the dinosaurs. Then you gotta, check on the fences. See if the dinosaurs are comfortable with every now and then, because their comfort levels sometimes change, and you gotta, work around with that. And ooh, it's a workaround, I tell you. Finally, let me just sell these compies.
Asset. Heading to collect the asset.
Hell yeah! All right, so we have a moment of breath. We can now finally release these Ceolophysis, now that we're all set up and ready to go. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me just build some feeders, because I realize there's no feeders. And of course a goat feeder, we'll put it right there.
Asset transported.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is Ceolophysis. Hello. These are nice looking skins. Yeah, and we'll release the other 5. See what these ones look like with this skin. Oh, I like this one. And I like the animation too of the multiple of them going out. Hell yeah. These are actually pretty small, but which is expected, So, these are Ceolophysis. Just let them, get their territory set up, Let them know that this is their home, and then I'll work around their comforts. But yeah, this is Ceolophysis. So this dinosaur is a neat one, since this dinosaur is a dinosaur from the Triassic period. So usually, you get, when it comes to the dinosaurs in this game, it's either Jurassic or Cretaceous, But this one's the rare example, alongside with Herrerasaurus. Wait, where's my... There, Ranger team at task. You will work around this place. And you know what? These 2 spots as well. Alright. But, hold on, let's say, here we go. Here's one. But Ceolophysis, yeah, these guys were one of the first of the dinosaurs. A very infamous dinosaur. They're not actually Dromaeosaurs, despite the fact that they may have the appearance of one. 2 legs, two arms with clawed hands. They're not Dromaeosaurs. I don't really know what to classify them, honestly. I'll be honest. Originally, when I first saw the trailer and I saw the screenshots for Jurassic World Evolution, I thought this dinosaur, Ceolophysis, was Compsognathus. I thought this was Compsognathus straight up. But then I noticed when looking at the screenshots, the social animations, very nice, is that, yeah, if we look at the mouth, if this guy would start running, it's a bit curved, it's a bit, rounded at the ends there, which is something that Compies did not add. And I realized, no, this is something different. And I wondered if it's Ceolophysis. Turned out, it was. Yeah, so yeah, it's really cool that, but this dinosaur's in the game, and they're being more diverse with their time periods. Ceolophysis definitely is one of the more infamous of the Triassic dinosaurs. Despite what I said about Compies though, these are not related to Compies. I mean, design-wise, it wouldn't make sense for these dinosaurs to be like Compies, because Compsognathus is tiny, and these ones are not necessarily huge, but they're way bigger than Compsognathus, So, and it's not dwarfism, which is an actual real term that can happen in prehistory, because they live in the mainland, right? And they lived in Pangaea at a time when all of the continents were connected. So, and dwarfism only really occurs when there's like too little resources that you have to evolve smaller to, sustain the little amount of diets that you have on the island, So there's no way, at least I think, that compies evolved from Ceolophysis. They may have evolved into sauropods. I'm not too sure. I mean, they certainly have the long neck, but I don't know. Perhaps, here's my thinking. I believe Ceolophysis may have evolved into the Dilophosaurus. It definitely have the same structure, you know, 2 legs, 2 arms, longish neck, you know, and even the jaw structure, flat with a rounded tip, is very similar to the Dilophosaurus. So maybe there's the off chance that they may have evolved into Dilophosaurus, and then so on. But I don't know. But here's the interesting, really cool thing about Ceolophysis, is there's a really infamous fossil of Ceolophysis found. Don't know where, but it's literally just a whole bunch of them, like a whole massive entire, like, what, 10 something individuals of them all clamped up into this one spot, and they all died at once. It was bizarre, but there's a interesting reason why this happened. So these Ceolophysis, it's believed that this group of Ceolophysis was in fact probably killed by some kind of flooding. Yes, like, so like a massive, I don't know, tsunami or something occurred, and they got swept up, and they all drowned and died on the same spot. And there's probably good now that I think about it, there's good reasoning why it could have been a flooding, because the majority of those Ceolophysis remains were all like connected to each other. The entire skeletons were there, you know, they're all in one spot. And the only way for fossilization to occur is if, like, you know, the body died into a body of mud, and then that got covered up with another layer of mud, sediment, and then it dries up, and so on and so on. Which means that, and you also gotta get into factors. You gotta come to the consideration that no other scavengers find the body and eat it, because otherwise, you know, the body would be fragmented, you know. But the fact that all these bodies were held together means that they could have only died from some sort of source of water at the same time. So it's interesting, and it's really good for us since we have the entire body of Ceolophysis, so we know exactly what they look like. And it's awesome, yeah. And Ceolophysis weren't necessarily the top predators of their time, you know. They were still barely, the dinosaurs were still barely, you know, coming in, being introduced to the world. They haven't quite grown into their dominant forms yet. You know, the land was still dominated by synapsids, therapsids, and crocodilomorphs. I know there's an actual term that's more simpler than that, but like that's literally what they are. There's basically these land-based crocodilian creatures. But yeah, but as we know, something went wrong. The Triassic extinction occurred, which killed off the remaining members of the survivors of the Permian extinction, and then the dinosaurs took their spot, and they became the alpha predators, the dominant animals of their time. And that's the story of the dinosaurs. It started off with these guys, Ceolophysis. Very cool. I'm glad they got these dinosaurs in. Very awesome dinosaurs. So, now that we got Ceolophysis set up, we got one more dinosaur that we need to set up. I want that dinosaur to be Brachiosaurus, and we're pretty close to getting that research stage. So perhaps what I'll do is I'll satisfy the guests, you know, get that rating set up, and we'll figure out where to go from there. First things first, I'm going to get, for the guests, an emergency bunker. Because now in this area, they're between 2 deadly carnivores. Now the Ceolophysis seem to be a lot more lethal, less lethal at least, than the raptors. The velociraptors will straight up, they will kill you, right? But the Ceolophysis, naturally, when I look at this dinosaur, I don't really see this dinosaur capable of killing a man or anything really. I just see, looking at their skull structure, these things just look like they just mainly fed on tiny creatures that they would find, right? Like lizards and maybe small fish. I doubt they would hunt anything large. It just doesn't quite look like they would be capable of doing that with their body structure. You know, they're probably, you know, maybe acted like vultures. But this is Jurassic World, so of course these Ceolophysis would be able to kill a human, I guess. Even though, personally, I think the worst that these things could do to you, to a human, might be just a bad bite. Who knows? It's like looking at a cheetah and saying that that could kill a human. I mean, it can scratch you, certainly, but like, looking at a cheetah, it's just a skinnier version of the other big cats, you know? They're not gonna kill a person. They're not gonna hunt one, at least. But anyways, it's my opinion, at least. Why have they been tranquilized? What, were they caught fighting or something? Why have they been tranquilized? Actually, I'm gonna check. T-Rex? How's the T-Rex going? You good? Oh yeah, you're fine. You're grand. Okay. What I could do is perhaps I can build up some amenities, some guest facilities here. So maybe something like, hold on, let's see what we can do here. A restroom would be good. See how far we can get away with yeah, I know. I feel like I should end it there now that since I got the compies. Let's just do this organized, eh? How much have I recorded? An hour. Oh my god. Alright, fine. We'll end it here. Well, we're gonna end it with the Ceolophysis, obviously. Alright. Well, if you guys liked this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, is there any that's not sleeping? Alright. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. And I'm Super Marcel. Make sure you have a super time. Bye bye!